Generic greetings. Shunt is not just a fantastically good house robot, but it's also something you'll be doing in a lot of train games, including this, today's beverage is coffee black, no sugar. So back on Derail Valley, and in the previous episode we went from one location to another. If I can just manage to wander my way into the station here, we went from the oil well north, I believe, past the steel mill, through the farm, just skirting past the city southwest, and then into the machine factory in town, which is where we currently reside, and we have other jobs to do. So I think in this episode we go ahead and do some shunting. So instead of going from one location to another, we basically stick mostly within this yard. Certainly we might go out of the yard, either north or south there, but we won't be going far. We'll just be pushing things from one rail to another. So let's have a quick look at the shunting jobs. So shunting jobs are in green. Anything that isn't in green, I'm just going to put over there. We don't really want those at all. And then we'll place down the jobs that we want here. That's wrong. There we go, pick that up there. Just going to put them side by side so we can see what we've got going for us, and then job done. So done. So we've got shunting jobs, and you can see it's machine factory in town, all of these, and they have times as well as the amount of steps in it. So 2 of 5, 2 of 6, 2 of 6, and 2 of 5. So I'm going to go either the far left or the far right one. Now the far left one is, well, it pays a little bit more because it is longer, so I think we'll do that. So unload and store train with imported new cars from harbour and town. And then there's this one over here. Now I've tried to do a couple of shunting jobs in the past, and I must confess it's been a bit glitchy. Like the train says it's not in the right location, it wouldn't load, and I don't know whether that's me doing something wrong or whether it's just early access game is early access, but we're going to give this one a go. Oh, look at that. As soon as you leave, it messes them all up, but I think that's the one there. So we will hand that to the job validator, and then we'll pick that up and we'll store that. And then we will head off. So we need to load from MF I07. So if we go over to station map, we know that MF is the machine factory, and it's in the same colour as well. There we go. Let's bring it in the light so you can see what's happening there. And we need to load from I07 cars 9, 10, 11, and 12, which should already be loaded up. So that would be, if we just go to the end over here, we'll look back over, and then we can see we have, I07, which is exactly what we wanted. And that's cars 9, 10, 11, and 12. 9, 10, 11, 13. Damn it! No, it's 12. It's 12. So it's CVT 012, CVT 012, yes. So that is what we need to move. And it actually says there, imported new cars, and you can see it's got a fair amount of tonnage on there. Even though they look empty, they obviously will eventually, hopefully, have cars at some point. So we need to move those over to L13, which from memory is this one over here. And I think L might stand for loading, but it's there. So that's exactly what we'll do. So we'll get to our engine, and then we'll head there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll set all of these first. So we need to go from this one, remote junction to the left, and then to the right, which is that one there. Is that correct? I7, double checking again. It is I7, yeah, that's it. So we'll get in this one. We will start, turn it on. There we go. We will turn on our cab lights so it's easier to see. Put it in forward, no brake, bit of throttle. Let's pull forward. So that's already been set. Actually, no, hang on. That's going to the right. Oh, that's correct, yes. This one needs to be set. And there we go. Put it in reverse. And that'll change. Forward. Junction remote. Turn that around. And there we go, that should be us. So I didn't put any brake on, I just went, shove it in reverse. Don't know if that's bad form or not. So we'll slow down. Someone says we're going to go left and then right. That is correct. That's the ones we want to load up. Alright. And then we'll pull it forward and we'll push it over there. In fact, while we're here, it's going to be quite difficult actually to switch all of these. I think I managed it. Whoa, bit of a clunk there, but we're fine. Right, so we've connected those up. We will triple check that we are loading the right cars. 12, 11, 10, and 9. Okay, that is correct. Right, let's go. And forward. Break off. And ooh, it's a heavy load. You can tell there's some weight on these cars. And then we'll have to push it back into the station. Which, I think I mentioned that in the last episode. I said going backwards is not a good idea. And I queried whether or not... I queried whether or not it is a good idea to push a train that way. And I think I didn't explain myself correctly. In terms of the locomotive, the engine, it doesn't care whether it goes forward or backwards. It's designed to do that in equal measure, no problem. However, I think there is a big difference in pulling a train, like we are now, and pushing it. And pushing it can be a bit of a bother. So, we've got a bit of brake. I'm going to have to put a bit more brake on, actually, because it's a... we've come way too far out the station. So, we want to go left. And then we want to go to the right. And then everything should be pointed right. Which it is, because we need to end up at L13. Which is there. Okay, that's fine. So we'll go about 10 miles out of this. I didn't realise we went that far back. Back, no brake, throttle, bit of sand, I think. Look at that, it's hardly moving. Oh, it's only just starting to go. We haven't got wheel slippage, we're still going. Okay. It's because we're heading downhill and we're trying to push this thing. This is ropey. Let's see if I can ride the car. You can ride the cars. There you go. So we're pushing this thing back over. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we're going straight that way. That's fine. It's straining. Sand's still being used. How are we doing for sand? We're okay. Bit more power. Once it starts to level off, we'll be alright. As I said, this is the thing that I thought was not good form and something you just don't do. It sounds like we're derailed at some point. Doesn't look like. Ugh. Actually, that's going far too fast now. Right, okay. Have to remember that these cars look empty. They're not. They're full. So, you have to be careful there. So it says unload. Unload cargo from the following cars at the station/track. Well, this is the thing I've had problems with. Where to actually load and unload it. Because there's a device that allows you to load and unload stuff. But it's been hit and miss, quite frankly, and as I said at the start, I don't know whether it's my fault or not. It seems to be a bit picky where you have to load and unload it. I don't know whether it's the building, so that was some sort of grainer or some thing for holding fluids or whatever. Yeah, that sort of thing. The next one is like car containers, then you've got like a warehouse, then you've got steel, so I don't know whether you have to specifically line it up to that, but this does say there on the job, unload from cars at the station/track. Well, we're coming into that now, so we can throttle down to nothing. Because this is L-13. L13. Okay. Let's see if it works. You ready? It has. Unloading is completed. Okay, so those should be empty. We then need to take them to S11. So 12, 11 is this one, is it? Ah, yes. And it's already got... Oh, look at that. It's already got a massive amount of cars on here, which isn't a problem. We can push those, but we'll have to connect them and push them back. Are they empty? They are empty, look onto that. Okay, we should be okay. Let's try it. Taking up the strain. And we're off. In terms of our job report, it says elapsed time 0 minutes. That's obviously not correct. This one doesn't show us anything. This is our last section. So we need to dump it. Dump all these on S11. 10. Hang on. I'll uncouple at S11. 9. Alright, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That should be about us. Stop. Brake. Jump off a moving train because health and safety is for people who care. Really bad form. S11. This one. So I just managed to clear it. Okay. Reverse. No breakage. Power. Clunk. And reduce that right down because I can't see. I'm about to hit these things. So no power whatsoever. On the brake, watching this, because it will tell me if I'm very close to coupling. Ooh! Just tapped it. Just tapped it, I think. Yeah, that's okay. a bit gung-ho, but we're there. Look at the size of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, lots, loads more. Okay, fine. Still in reverse. Now these are empty, so it should work. Oh, bit of push back there. Carefully. Careful now. Careful now. Careful there. Oh, it's making some noises. I don't like the sound of that. I really don't like the sound of that. Like I said, this is what I meant last episode about pushing a train rather than pulling it. And perhaps this isn't a problem. Maybe it's just me. I'm worried that the back's actually off. No, it's alright. It's moving back. Oh, good grief. Look how... Oh, I'm stuck under it. Yeah, we're past the marker. Well, let's try that. Oh, hang on, wait. One, two, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see if this works then. Is that it? Done! Excellent. And our money. Sweet. Put it in the wallet. And that's a good job jobbed. 13,866 generic units of currency. We completed the job. You can see it took 7 minutes to move the cars from MF, which is where we are here, which is Machine Factory, I07 to L13. We unloaded it. Actually, I think it was 7 minutes to... Yeah, 7 minutes to get it from that to the next. It took us about a minute to unload, and then it took us a couple more minutes just to bring it back to the track. So it says time bonus 10 minutes. We did it in 12. Would have been nice to point out in this here. Look, it says job progress. That's apparently still a thing. I don't know why we need that then. Do we not validate that? No, that can just go in the bin. So that just can go in the bin. Good grief. Either way, we managed to complete that job, and that's okay. I don't think that was too bad. That was less painless than the other mission I tried to do, which was load cars, which just wouldn't load whatsoever, regardless of what I did. Putting them in front, going further back, going to different tracks. It was just all over the place. It just kept on staying there. Not in range regardless of where I put it. But, you know, early access game is early access, and I was probably doing something wrong, in all fairness. Either way, that's been a bit more of Derail Valley. Looking forward to see, you know, some of the bugs being squished and some, you know, just things added, like, well, for example, they were loaded with cars, but obviously there's no visual effect of that one, so stuff like that. But it's functional, and I've been having some fun with it. Either way, if you like what you see, you can check the link out in the description. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.